Hey guys, I'm probably just gonna play for like 2 seconds.
I don't like it. It feels like they're like
I just wanna
desperately
see if
trying to
I
make
can
this
revoke an
simple, can't
upgrade.
make this confusing for the consumer. But at that point, why the didn't they mention the price in the Nintendo Direct? That just confused the hell out of everybody. Overall, the prices are stupid, but other than that, I'm actually cool with most of this. I think there's
Are
some
you
rare
fucking?
games they showed off. I think
Uh,
their stories even really damn good. And overall,
I
I'm just
don't,
really excited
I
that this
don't know.
ecosystem is living on.
I mean, eating dirt, it's like useful, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I should have it. It's annoying that I can't even. It doesn't even. There's literally. You can't even eat normal food. Oh my god. Enderman frogs. Okay. Can I get an actually nice grid world and then maybe check things out? Okay. Chicken Jack. Oh yeah, they all just turned into piglins.
Was the Wii U underrated? You tell me. So this is just a sentiment I've been seeing a bit more frequently. Kind of romanticizing the Wii U era.
No, because I
Saying like,
get
oh
put
my
in a world
god,
like
the
this and then
Nintendo
I'm
Switch.
screwed.
This Nintendo doesn't have the same heart
So
in the
no, I
same
don't want the
soul
dirt thing. It's
they
not
had
worth
during
it.
the Wii U era. Do we live through the same goddamn era? Listen, I know a lot of people look at me like I do. I fucking I bathe in these things, you know. I shower in Wii U. It's what I do. Well, listen, I need to set the record straight. I don't think this is a good video game console. I'm obsessed with it because, like, this was my game console during my most formative years as a video game fan. I described this a bit in the Wii U retrospective series of Scott the Woz episodes, but yeah, so I was like 16 or so during the Wii U generation, and when you're 16, you know, like you're starting to grow up a little more. You don't have as much of like that childhood whimsy, but you're not a full-blown depressed adult. So hey, maybe guys about the Wii U era and just tell you what I think about it, and if I think a lot of it's all it's cracked up to be. Because I'm going to be honest, not only did I live through the Wii U era, I lived through it multiple times over and over and over again, researching these godforsaken videos I do. Working on the Wii U retrospective episodes of Scott the Laws, yeah, I mean, like, I already knew the Wii U era was bad, but living through it again, I'm like, holy. So argument one, I hear when it comes to how the Wii U era was better than the Nintendo Switch era, was how Nintendo was at their creative peak. No. I'm going to be honest, for the most part, Nintendo's output on the Wii U, while it was fairly high quality, it was unbelievably safe. And on top of that, I don't think what the hell to do with the Wii U. Either not utilize it, or when they would utilize it, I wouldn't necessarily call it creative. But I digress. Let's take a look at Nintendo's library of titles for the Wii U. You have New Super Mario Bros. U at launch. Okay, that is the worst possible example for Nintendo at their creative height. But the Wii U was also bundled with the Nintendo Land, which I will definitely say has a lot of creative ideas in it. I'd say that's still probably the best usage of the Wii U gamepad. But at the same time, a lot of things in that game feel like they were really stretching for their ideas. It's not that it's bad, it's more so like they were trying to find as many different uses for the Wii U gamepad, and they came up with like 3 good ones, and the rest of them you're kind of like, okay. Yeah, Octopus Dance in Nintendo Land. You see your ass on the gamepad, and you use the sticks to move your hand. It's dumb. Now we had like Game and Wario, which is very similar to Nintendo Land in terms of its purpose. It's just kind of there to utilize the gamepad. And there are some creative uses for the gamepad in Game & Wario, but not a lot. And I think, if anything, Game & Wario and Nintendo Land, these games were meant to showcase how many things the gamepad can do. But in reality, I think, like, when you actually play them, you start to realize, like, oh wow, this is all they came up with. You have a controller with like 1 billion features in it, and you have a WarioWare-esque game. And WarioWare games, specifically like WarioWare Smooth Moves on the Wii, they came up with like hundreds of uses for the Wii remote. And this one on the Wii U can barely come up with like 10 ideas for the game. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them are also just the most basic ideas, and they end up being the most fun. Like Sketch in Game & Wario. That's just Pictionary. They didn't come up with anything for that one. It's just fucking Pictionary, and it's the best game in Game & Wario. Pikmin 3 is wonderful. It's still just kind of use the gamepad primarily just for an app, and the setup they want you to use here is the Wii U gamepad in your lap the entire time, and you use the Wii Remote nunchuck on the TV screen. Yeah, the Wii U definitely fostered a lot of really awkward-ass controller setups. Like, remember how they expected you to play split-screen multiplayer in Splatoon? What is this, a horror movie? Wind Waker HD? I mean, but a lot of that HD kind of felt like they were just reinterpretations of the features introduced in Ocarina of Time 3D. You know, you have gyro aiming, you use the gamepad to adjust your items on the fly, you also have a map stuff Ocarina of Time 3D. Once again, all these games, as decent as they are, at the very least, I don't really consider them Nintendo. We have a 2D Mario game, not WarioWare WarioWare. The third Pikmin game, which I absolutely adore, but it's still just the third Pikmin game. Wind Waker HD, it's a remaster, and then Mario 3D World came out on Wii U, and it's like, yeah, it's a great game, but at the same time, I don't really think this is Mario at his creative peak. And then after that, we get Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Mario Kart 8, Smash Brothers for Wii U, Hyrule Warriors, Bayonetta 2. All amazing games, but at the same time, like, these are very derivative titles in their respective franchises. And I'm not saying that to make them sound like they're not as good as they really are. No, I absolutely love all of these games. But Hyrule Warriors is very much a Dynasty Warriors game. Bayonetta 2 is the direct follow-up to Bayonetta 1, and it's on bananas mode. But yeah,
The fucking fuck. Okay, don't put Deep Dark, I guess, because You just can't really go in the deep dark. You can't really open chests. Yeah, if the heart's beating fast, that means it knows where you are. Nigga, I need to leave. I'm out, bro. Like, I spawn and this is what I spawn onto. This is not fun. I'm not having fun anymore. I'm not having fun. I'm quitting. What the fuck? I can double jump. Yeah, I think this is definitely worn out. I don't know. Maybe because I put all the mods. Who knows? It's definitely not really fun. I'd rather just have a world, you know? I'd rather not be afraid of losing my world.